Haha, we have returned. So, tonight, whoa, we are on a new Iconic Life. Now, why are we on an Iconic Life? Because we ran out of tokens. That's why we're on an Iconic Life. And in so doing, I discovered that Iconic Lives are a little tricky for me. Because I'm capped on some class lives. And since Iconics give class lives, I can't do a Deep Gnome Wizard build because I'll waste the Wizard life. So we are on a... So I have fallen back to what I tend to do when I don't know what to do, which is I have a multi-class Dark Acolyte, or Dark Apostate, really. Sorry, it's not Acolyte, it's Apostate. So let's take a quick look at our build, which is a little weird. So the downside to being Dark Apostate is you don't get any automatic to hits like Alchemist does or anything like that. So we have gone for Harper. So we have our int to stats, and of course we do have a trance for that, which is nice. Not that it's hard to get trance. If I was going to go into, say, Fey Dark, I could do this cheaper if I were charisma based, and I could get, say, that's 7 points there for hit and damage, and 4 here. Actually, no, this way is cheaper. My mistake, because it would be 7 points here for hit and damage, and then 4 points here for the trance. But of course, this would be a better trance because it also hits tactical feats. Not that I need tactical feats. So there's that. So we are instead int based, which helps because we do have rogue levels. Which is why this is going to actually be on... Assassin. There we go. So we do have rogue levels. We have 2. Because we're going to grab extra imbue dice here. And it's just nice. We'll have some trapping with it as well. And that's one reason why we went int-based. It just makes for much smoother trapping. So we are Asmar Scourge, so we had to have a level of Ranger. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the dark side of Ranger, so we get normal Ranger. For that, 2 Rogue, all the rest are going to be Dark Apostate. So we've got that going for us, which is okay. So the rest of the points... Alright, so we have standard Inquisitive layout here. We'll grab this, we'll grab a couple filler points, and we'll grab 41 points in here. Dark Apostate, we're 11 points in. 2 more points are going to go here for an imbue. And after that, we'll go into Assassin, and then we'll like splash the last couple points somewhere else. Like, we're going to go 1 into here, so it'll be like... 2 more points here, and 9 points here? No, 10 points here, actually. Because we need 5 to get up to here, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're going to have 11 points here, 6 points here, so that's 17, 18, 19, and we have how many? We have 20. We have 20 total points left. No, that's not right. Is it? Yeah, 4 times 5 levels. Yeah. So we only have 20 points left. So 11 are going to go here. 2 are going to go here. 6 are going to go here. And then we're going to drop 1 right here into Deepwood Stalker for the 1 sneak attack dice. And extra range on Point Blank and range sneak attack. Have you tried shoot first instead of shoot later? No, I haven't. Did it get changed a lot recently in the... when they redid all the shots? I know that they made these like AoE attacks, but I haven't been inquisitive since the changes. I mean, I've always chosen shoot later just because it was much better before, what with the extra crit threat and multiplier. But yeah, I haven't checked it. So where are we going tonight? Ah, I see. So they made it much more utilitarian probably for leveling. Alright, these are all a little bit higher level than I want to be because we just started Iconic. We're going to have to hit like basically all of the 13s. So, what the hell, we'll start in Myth Draenor. That's the perfect place to go. You always thought the other one was better, the other one being Shoot First? I guess it depends on how many other actives you have in your build. So, in this build, it's like my only active, so I can spam it. But in, oh, that's true, since you can't combine with Hunt's End anymore, since Hunt's End is its own thing. But you're right, it is probably better, if for no other reason than, like, if I was in Epics and I had, like, the Fate Singer shot as my main thing, then suddenly you're more pinched on which actives you can use. And then it becomes an issue. But right now, it is literally the only active I have. So you know what? We'll give it a try. After all, respeccing these costs only gold or only plat, and I'm getting close to cap anyway. So yeah, I'll give it a try since I haven't tried it before. It just means I need to drag a couple things onto my bars. Alright, so let's look. Alright, so it doesn't have any increased crit range or threat on it. And it has a bleed, which is basically nothing. Even if it does scale with range power, it's basically nothing. Grab that, grab that, grab that. We need this to be favored weapons, otherwise we can't get our dice over there. Not you. What is actually ask questions later? I don't actually care about that. I'm not going... Oh wait, no. It will go off because of auto diplomacy. I was like, I'm not going to be hitting my diplomacy button. Let's see if I have this calculated out right. This one. This one. Nope, I didn't have it calculated out right. No, no, no. 1 point here. There we go. Right, let's see. Now, chaos damage. Still law damage. We'll take law damage and consistency and no holds barred. Yeah, it's been a while since I've run numbers on it. I might have still been thinking of the reasoning behind it when you would stack Hunt's End with it. So, but we have to turn our toggles back on. We have to make sure we still have that. We have to put Shoot First here. Shadow Strategy. Oh, it helps if we turn on our Imbue as well. I am aware that it is disgusting, but I was really pressed for points. Honestly, I could lose an Imbue dice to get it, but I'm not too concerned. I'll get it soon. I am well aware that it is ridiculously good. Alright, you're Myth Draenor, right? Yes. Now, obviously, the other thing I could do is because I am nominally a caster, who is very little of my actual casting stat, I could put some offensive spells and stuff to also use between shooting, but I've never found that mix-up works very well from when I've run Wizard Inquisitives. Except for basically the biggest damage spell you have for AoE. And right now, the biggest damage spell I have for AoE is Mass Inflict Light Wounds. And I'm not wearing any spell power, I don't think. Like, what is my negative spell power? 64. Yeah. No, we're not going to bother with that. We'll go doubles. We'll go 2 skulls, why not? But the good thing is we do have a significant amount of buffs that we can put on. This doesn't do anything. Yeah. So we have our long-term, our long-duration single-target buffs, our long-duration group buffs, our shorter-duration group buff, and our shorter-duration buff. Now, it's definitely worth it on, like, Wizard, like, when you get certain power spikes. Like, if you just got Delayed Blast Fireball, it's worth it. It's worth it to drop a Delayed Blast Fireball on that group of guys. Especially if you have them grouped up. But most other scenarios, not so much. Oh, okay, so this is also the first time I've played ranged since the other changes, and man, that attack speed feels bad. And that's with the Inquisitive T5 that makes you attack faster, so it must feel really bad at low levels. I'm gonna have to reconsider this as a potential low-level leveling option. Oh man, my heals are bad too. It's okay, we'll make it work. Okay, nuke those down. Oh, lovely. I do Bane damage because they're vermin, and I am wearing Rat Catcher. Arc of Law, Arc Run. Okay, yeah. Honestly, at this level, the Imbue dice aren't doing nearly as much as the physical, but that's partially because, well, I have Ratcatcher. So, most builds, you're not going to get 15 to 20 x4 during heroic leveling. You are more dangerous than Howlers. I think they fixed it, but I'm gonna go walk up to the door anyway. Because on release and for a little while afterward, if you didn't go and touch the door before you touched all the altars, then the quest was borked and you had to restart. Because you didn't get the flag that said you needed to do the altars. And then, after you did them and you walked up, it's like, hey, you need to do the altars. And you couldn't, because they were already done. Yeah, it is pretty special. I think Sword of Shadows got slightly nerfed when they redid the weapon dice scaling, right? So it doesn't have the same dice as some stuff that would be one level higher? Or am I mixing it up with the other, like, great sword that was at that level, which is the one out of White Plume Mountain? Now, speaking of Dragonlord, I had considered doing Dragonlord with dual wield as this thing to go with Ranger, but the problem I ran into is Dragonlord loses Kensei. And if I wanted Dance with Death out of T5 Ranger, what I would need to do is not have crit multiplier anywhere in the build. Because if you're T5 in Ranger, and you don't have enough want a Ranger life, which I don't, then you can't do the what? Then you can't get your crit multiplier out of Tempest because that requires the 4th core, which requires a lot of levels in Ranger. And by a lot, I mean 12. So you can't get it there. And you can get it from Kensei if you just go with Fighter, but Dragon Lord doesn't get it, and I don't need a Fighter life. Or rather, my Fighter lives are earmarked to be done with Purple Dragon Knight. Oh, interesting. So you just give up on the Tempest T5s and say, screw it, we'll go Dragon Lord for the T5s? That seems doable as well. Seems like you don't get much out of Tempest then. Alright, so we finished that. I don't have a good routing to go through this. Okay, right, you can't go out this way to start with. You have to go touch the other thing first. Right, yes, of course. Why did I... Oh, I already have Ghost Touch on all attacks. For some reason, I thought this also gave me charges, and I was like, why do I only have 2 heal charges? That must be normal Aasimar that gets it. Roar to make everything... Yeah. I have run a Dragon Lord, I just haven't... I did a two-hand fighting one. Where the hell am I, and where is the first quest I want to go to? Oh, this place is huge. I guess we'll go northeast first. Oh. Of course. No, I'm going back now. I have loved her too much. And now she thinks we're going to do more. No. No, I was just loving you because other people thought you deserved love too. Here you go. Okay, they nerfed Aasimar hands then. Okay. Where are we headed? That way. I am very glad to have a fast horse when going through Myth Draenor. Air Elemental. Many people can pet the dog, provided that they are within physical proximity of the dog. I take her with me to, like, well, to most things, really. And many people do get to pet the dog. She's very personable and appreciates all the attention. Which one is this one? Oh, look, Fine Blades. Alright, I might have headed the wrong direction to start with, but we'll go this way.
This stream flows through the center of the ruins, dividing the eastern section of the old city from the western part.
Oh, there it is. Did I miss something? Is this the one that's up in the tree? slowed down my leveling process by getting lost in the wilderness. Which is, you know, kind of a classic D&D thing, really. Get lost in the wilderness. Lose track of what you were trying to do. But off we go, to see what we can see. The question here is actually whether or not to do improved precise shot for most of the way. I think most of the stuff in here is like slimes and other stuff that's low to the ground anyway, so it's not likely that I will get much off of improved precise shot. But the thing is, because of how scaling works, as long as I'm hitting two things, it's worth it. Because I'm not really going to be standing still long enough to get stacks of Archer's Focus most of the time either. Yeah, carrion crawlers, yay! There's one in the corner. Here's one in the spotlight, losing its religion. Man, that is some... low-level displacement lasts less than a minute. Right? Not here. This is what happens when I haven't run the quests as much. I don't know the way. I'll be like, do you know the way? And I do not know the way. Of course, the perils of fighting black puddings with a piercing weapon is suddenly you have extra slimes. Oh, okay, that is 2 plague? No, plague famine. And fear. I lost a lot of health there. Like a lot of health there. Let's put on this for a moment. Because it really helps to have Featherfall when doing this. Unless I just walk off the edge into the acid, then it's not as useful. Okay, so it has come to my attention that I should probably have at least something in my gear set that has negative damage on it, or negative spell power on it, just so that I can heal slightly more efficiently. Just like a little bit. Come on, stop getting stuck on things. It is nice to have a quick little AoE shot there. That acid hitting for 50 is it's a little rough. It's been interesting how that stuff changed when they redid the scaling. How the stuff you stepped in used to have no Reaper scaling, and then they're like, congratulations, it has Reaper scaling now. And then you go into the worm in the Underdark, and suddenly everyone's dying because it's ridiculous. Like, it is a significant amount of damage now. Oh, that's a Carnage. It hits pretty hard. The Shambling Mound also hits relatively hard. Oh, what is the name of that quest? I should know it. I've run it a bunch of times. But the one in the Underdark where you're going through the worm, Caverim and all that. Seed acquired. Yeah, there isn't another seed in here. This is completely separate. Soul of Cruelty, which means I probably shouldn't be standing here face tanking it in order to greed for extra stacks. I should just be kiting. Fortunately, he missed a bunch of times, so there's that, which is nice. And let's see. Yep, we need one more. Oh, another chest. Belly of the Beast, maybe? Yeah, because it's like if you want to drink the water and belly is how the LFGs usually go there. No, we're not going to pick that up. We're going to come over here and shoot the Twig Blights. Twig Blights, which have really good accuracy somehow. Okay, so I do need to get used to the radius of the AoE shots, because I haven't played that much range since AoE shots became a thing at all, and the radius is pretty small. Yeah, it only hit the 3 on the left there. I was kind of disappointed when I first did this puzzle, because like, oh, we've got all these tiles, what's the path going to be? It's like, the path is actually incredibly short. It's like, yeah, that's as much as you need. It's very little. Just gonna do a little bit of touch-up healing on our way back. Ooh. More mana for healing. And we're not gonna bother resting. We have what we need. We will, of course, rebuff some things. The shortest term ones. And we'll put on Improved Precise Shot, just because. And by just because, I mean because we're going to be doing this. And Improved Precise Shot works when there are a lot of guys lined up. And with all the spawns that happen, come on. There are a lot of guys lined up.
The vessel has been destroyed, and the plan to revive Moander along with it. But there are other...
It's a shame that you can't stack AoE and Improve Precise Shot and just like shoot something through a group like that. But I understand why they didn't want to let you just get like full cascade things going like that. It's just like, yeah, shoot through a group and then like it ricochets off of everything and like explodes 15 times and like causes everyone to lag and disconnect from the server. This is one of the longer ones. Oh, I was like, why are all my buffs wearing off already? I'm level 15. It's like, yeah, I'm level 15, but 6 of those are not caster levels. So, it doesn't count. Off we go. Oh, I still have the wrong cloak on. Let's see. It is this way, right? Oh no, it's like due east. So this way. But yeah. So despite not having great defenses, I have enough healing to get by. And enough damage to get by as well. So it's going alright, but it's kind of hard to mess up an Inquisitive split. Like, you can have all kinds of stuff wrong with your classes, and the Inquisitive stuff will still carry. Plus, especially in my case, this character's got a lot of lives on him, so it's like, it's a many-lifed character, it's Inquisitive, I have a lot of hand-me-down gear on it, so it's gonna be relatively strong regardless, which is why I default to R2.
You followed the path of the Drow, deep into the Underdark.
See, this is mostly Drow, so I think I will stay with Improved Precise Shot from this, because I'm not going to be doing anything for the... what? This lever doesn't even matter for solo, but, you know. I'm not going to be standing to get stacks, and I can eat the what? I can eat the penalty, so it's not that bad. I'll turn auto-targeting back on, because when I'm not, like, in the middle of a mass of dudes, it's just plain easier to deal with. Displacer Beast goes down very easily, because I haven't been using No Holds Barred as much as I probably should be. It's one of those things that, like, I'm always worried that I won't have stacks when I need them, or charges, I suppose, not stacks. And then I end up having extra by the end. I suppose it's kind of an ego thing. Well, kind of not. Maybe more a convenience than ego issue. Now, I had a disagreement with someone on the Discord about about what to do about the gaze attacks from these guys. Now, I haven't been hit by a gaze attack from one of these in a long time, because what happens is they lock into a place, and then you walk behind them, and that's all there is to it. They lock into place, you walk behind them, and you don't get hit. And they said that was not reliable. And I do not understand why they found that unreliable. Oh, Howlers. I think I saw a Reaper in the back there, too. Yep, there it is. It's Plague. See, but the other problem is the long wind-up time on No Holds Barred, which is like, as soon as I saw the Reaper coming around the corner, I probably should have hit No Holds Barred, but then it's like, if I hit it, I'm going to have to stop shooting for a bit in order for it to kick in. So, do I want to sacrifice my next couple shots in order to make that happen? And the answer is, in hindsight, yes, I probably should have. But that is hindsight. And hindsight is always better than current sight. Okay, well, not always. Sometimes you get kind of a rose-colored glasses thing going on, and hindsight is not as good. But in this case, upon review, it would have been better to hit it. Where are the Drow? I know there's an ambush here. There we go. Priestess, soldier. And other people say, like, oh, I can't use Improved Precise Shot, it's awful. And then it's like, no, you just need to use it on the right kind of enemies. Here, it's like, well, guess what? I hit it, and I just destroy everything. It's not a problem. I don't know where the box is for this. Is it near the door over here? Who knows? Oh, I should probably hit the switch to open the door, shouldn't I? There we go. And we do buffs, of course. Alright. Hi. For some reason, so I have actually played one ranged since the changes. And it was Inquisitive, and I did take it to Epics. And the thing is, that means the only ranged attack, or ranged AoE attack I've used so far before, is Pin. So when I hit my ranged attack, I keep expecting them to get, like, locked in place, because obviously I use the ranged attack. Ranged attacks keep people from moving, because the only other one I've used before was Pin, and that's what that does. But no, this is a different attack entirely, and it does not do that. It does something entirely different. Ooh, mana. And I don't have to worry about breathing, because I am undead. Now, being attacked by things while swimming is not the best. You just hit me for 70? That's not very nice of you. Now I have to kill you. Of course, I was going to kill you anyway, but I can blame you for what I was going to do anyway. That's part of the whole, like, gaslight gatekeep thing, right? Or girl bossing out of control. I think? Wait. Ah, yes. The random character generator did say female this time, so yes, we can in fact girl boss. We are allowed to. It is permitted. Oh. Probably helps if I bring this to the right distance. Right, so they get diplomacied. And we have a breathing hole here that we don't need. Alright, which buffs do we need to refresh? Now, it would be helpful if we were a little shorter to get improved precise shot to work a little bit more effectively for us, but they can't all be winners. Oh, let's do this. This is the other side effect of not having done these that many times, is that I don't actually know where all the secrets are, because I'm not always on characters that can trap. So, I'm going to put these buffs back up since they wore off. Off we go. Go. Trance back up. Alright. The question is, how long is the RP here? Oh, not very long at all. Okay. And we have enough health that we've given up on improved. It's like, oh, out of ammo already. I thought I conjured 2 stacks. Okay. It's fine. I have to talk to all of them? There we go. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. 20k in 8 minutes. Of course, I'm not running a pod or anything. I probably should be, to catch up on the whole, like... Because I'm so used to not playing Iconics, I don't take 15 at rank 71. I'm gonna be at like rank 73 or 74, or maybe 75. So hitting the normal quests that I would at level 15 isn't always going to work out properly. Alright. Let's recall out and see if we can go northwest this time. And of course, the XP per minute thing is also cut down here because, well, there's a lot of running in the wilderness. It's like the opposite reason of why the depths chain is so good for leveling. It's like, is it because it gives massive amounts of XP? No, it doesn't, in fact, give massive amounts of XP. But it's 4 quests, back-to-back, no waiting, that give okay XP. So, in the grand scheme of things, it's actually much better than average. Alright. So we're going to head up to that other one that we missed before. Well, those other ones that we missed before. So I think that's a dead magic zone over there. Are we still on target? Stay on target. There we go. So yeah. It's just kind of a chill, shooting stuff in the Myth Draenor area kind of night. Okay, that is a crater. I think you can just ride out the other side, but we'll go around the edge just in case. Just like those trailer park girls, we go around the outside. Round the outside, round the outside. And we ignore the elementals because, well, they're beneath our notice. Now, I was just thinking, like, man, I wish that it were worth it to actually do things in the wilderness. And the problem is that every wilderness that has stuff that is worth doing, it then becomes, like, you don't want it to be better than running quests, I don't think. Because then you get things like, well, how did you do your leveling in Epics this time? Oh, I sat in the wilderness and just killed things for a while because it was faster than dungeons. It's just like, it's like, yeah, I get how that is more, okay, we're just gonna put our trapping gear on here because I forget where the control panels are, so I will lose dodge and improved deception. I only have like 2 sneak dice anyway, so improved deception is not that big a loss. Let's see. Which way is the right way?
It looks like this was a lecture hall back when this keep was used as a guild hall.
Okay, this is just dudes who will attack me. Alright, we don't want to open that. That's also just dudes who will attack me. I think this one is something besides wraiths.
An acrid odor fills the hall.
I think I need to do this one. It might be optional. We'll do it anyway.
Then the floor gives out, plunging into the depths below.
Oh, that... Once again, we are struck with... The acid, the environmental stuff hurts a lot more on R2. Like, a ridiculous amount more. Oh, actually, I'm not getting audio here because I think when I was playing... Yeah. Okay. Alright, there we go. This goes here, this goes here. We don't want that to light up. No, that's also wrong. This is right. There we go.
As the last pieces of the puzzle slide into place, the gate to the treasure room slides open.
Yeah, that's probably not worth the time, but, you know. It'll do. Skyborn. The portal is just standing there menacingly. So I can't get to the door. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I think that portal's supposed to go away when I kill the things. But I could be wrong. Ah, that's why it didn't go away. A blue one had gone invisible. And that can be quite annoying at times. But we will make do. Okay, so this is just a shrine room, I think? Or is this one of the rooms that's like, it's a shrine room and it has a lever you need to pull? Because I think there's one of those in this quest as well. That's like, it's shrines and a lever. I don't know what is exploding. Oh, is that the sound effect for shoot first? Okay. Got tagged by the Plague Reaper. Not that big a deal. No, just dead guys, and I think this is also just dead guys. Yeah. What is this? Okay, yeah, that is the sound effect for that. However, we will...
A large stone pipe dominates this vertical shaft, drawing water underground.
There we go.
It's a gigantic water
We will switch off of Improved Precise Shot for that dude,
collapses back into the water.
because he's a big dude. Right, now I'm pretty sure there are 2 levers down here. One in here. And one around on the other side. We have to go like over and under the thing. There we go.
The
One
is
lever.
pulled, and several ancient mechanisms slowly start to
And I don't think I got my swim bracers out of the bank. So there's that. I'll need to remember to grab those before I head to Giant Hold, because, as always, I want to be able to do everything in Giant Hold, and that includes the Crucible, and that includes the swim,
activated. The
which is actually not that bad on this character, probably. Because we have about 40 reflex, and we have evasion, so yeah, we can probably do the Crucible swim with no problems at all. But even if you don't have evasion, if you have high enough health, and you know how to not hit every single thing, and by thing I mean and you know how to, avoid at least some of the spikes, you should be fine. And we'll put our displacement back up. Yay, air elementals. Let's see if I can avoid getting knocked down. Serpentine! Serpentine! Knocked back and knocked down. But I did get the final shot off, as I did get knocked down. So we do have that going for us, which is nice. See, here we are again, with 4 stacks of no holds barred. I think it's like a desire to not have to shrine, like, just for charges. But I would honestly probably be better off aggressively using no holds barred and then eventually hitting shrines. Now, hitting shrines is a little bit more annoying on this build than some others I would run, because, well, I have a bunch of buffs. Like, if I am on, say, a barbarian, and I want to hit a shrine to get my sprint charges back. It's like, yeah, obviously I'll do that. That's like a no-brainer. Because, well, I rest, and then I stand up, and we're good to go. Like, the time spent to shrine is literally just the time spent to sit down at the shrine. Whereas, on a character like this, where I have, like, a dozen buff spells, it's a little different. Why can I not target it? Okay. And now we are back to opening all the things.
The first signal crystal flares into life as the lever is pulled.
So we got more levers to pull, more traps to disarm. Oh, we already have full bonus on the trap disarming. And all of my buffs are wearing off, so I should have shrined anyway. I'll have to keep that in mind too. That's like, you know, if the quest takes more than 9 minutes, which isn't that uncommon in Myth Draenor, then we are really not at a big disadvantage at all, because you're gonna have to rebuff sometime anyway. So you can just rebuff now, which takes so much of my mana, but that is also fine. I'm not using it for anything else anyway.
The spirit naga uncoils itself from the throne above.
You're gonna stand up?
and begins
There we go.
toward you. The creature hisses angrily.
That is another advantage of being undead that I always forget about. Being immune to burning blood. There are so many quests where burning blood is a primary source of incoming damage. Stuff like the guys in Giant Hold, like the Foundation of Discord. It's just like you're going through, and sure, you might two-shot the wizards, but while you're doing it, you're gonna get hit with a dot.
The dwarves built the House of Gems as a place
We're
where
going north,
skilled
right?
cutters could grade, trade,
Yeah.
and safely store jewels.
Continue north. And what is this? Oh, yay. I mean, it's not bad. I'll take it, but it's nothing to really write home about.
The House of Song was a temple devoted to Ogma.
Okay, so this is the song one. Now, this one took me forever to figure out the first time,
Mournful music.
because I missed
To enter the
the
house,
note in the entrance.
only to find Ogma's temple is in the same
That one right there.
disrepair
I didn't see
as
it.
the rest of the city.
And if you don't see this one,
Now,
it's going to cause you a lot of problems later on in the quest. Right, we do want this.
this icon of the
Now, this quest is one that you can get a lot of incoming damage on. Some of the casters in here that put like the sonic damage dots on can be pretty nasty, so we are going to put up a resist sonic.
is now crumbling from
Resist sonic is also what most people have to do on like R34,
door with colored crystals surrounding
so that is another thing to keep in mind.
than anything else
Alright,
in the
off we go.
temple. Perhaps it was written by the bard you were sent to find.
And displacement, trance. And because we know there are guys, we'll no holds barred before we open the door. Yeah, we'll shoot these guys from all the way over here.
It's the doorway. You'll have to find another way around.
And of course, they're much less threatening if you kill them before they wake up. Alright, there's nothing there. Okay, so we have to come back to that one. The other thing I didn't realize the first time I was here was which of the things are optional.
Those are definitely the
So I did like all 8 of the things
order.
when you only actually need 4 for quest completion. Also, the Nothics, also known as, hey, you guys like force damage? I like force damage. Force damage is appropriate for various reasons, because at least in DDO, force damage might as well be called forced damage, because you can't really do shit about it. Alright, you, then you. I can't tell. Nope, wrong. Okay, so it is these three. Boom. Got it. Sometimes the way the hand is pointing is a little bit vague. So, we make do. Much like country girls, we get by. Okay. Improved precise shot. Not very effective against spiders or other low-lying creatures. But our damage is high enough that we don't need to cleave to make things work. Animated loot goes down. Another animated loot goes down. They seem to be unusually slow to wake up. Okay. There we go. So yeah, when I was in here the first time, I found this songbook and I was like, okay, I found the thing. And then I kept looking for like other libraries because I didn't see the note to start with. Alright, so we have the animated loot, we have the animated drum behind the animated loot, and there was one more on the left, wasn't there? Or not.
Definitely the right notes in the right order.
Okay. Lever. Ding, ding, ding. 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't know why this one is only trios and doesn't do the 3, 4, 5 thing that others do. Oh, I missed it. 1, 2, 3. I only saw 2 lights last time, which is one of the worst kinds of lag, really. 1, 2, 3. There it is. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. We are going to have ads coming up here in a couple minutes, so this is something you've probably heard other streamers address as well, but Twitch heavily incentivizes running at least 3 minutes of ads per hour, so much like other people, I have opted to use this as an opportunity. And by opportunity, I mean an opportunity to get up, to pet the dog, to refill my drink, and hopefully to allow anyone who's watching to do the same. You know, get up, stretch your legs, all that stuff. Grab a drink. So it's not just wasted time, and I will not be progressing during the ad break, so you won't miss anything. We can all just get up and stretch our legs, and it'll be fine. So that's coming up here in another minute or two, and we will just like kind of pause the game, or as much as you can pause an online game, and then we'll be back. And if you're wondering about how Twitch incentivizes this, it's not like necessarily a financial thing, like they'll pay you extra money, because I don't think they pay me any money. But they do it by, as long as you run that many ads, they will disable pre-roll ads. And pre-roll ads are worse than mid-roll ads, because it means someone who's just looking is like, let me check this out, see what's going on here. well, the first thing they get is an ad, and that's not a great experience. So they'll click away, and then like you don't even get a chance for them to see what you're doing, and if they would have liked to watch you, because they're just gonna be like, ugh, I clicked on a thing and now I have like ads. I think I'll just go do something else. So we're gonna take this opportunity. We're gonna have 3 minutes of ads, and then we can all come back and continue with the quest. So I'll see you in about 3 minutes. And we have returned. We have returned with everything that we had before. But you know, we got a stretch in. We got a drink. And we are ready to continue our quest. And of course, we can put our buffs back on, because obviously we didn't want to buff before we went AFK. Gotta say, the Scourge Divine Purpose works pretty well here, because, well, we're a fast attacking build, so having extra light damage on hit is pretty nice. Did I miss it? Because it was on the other side? Ah, yes. Oh, that's right. There's nothing on this side. Or at least not for the main quest. It's the first door I ran into up top that I couldn't get into because I hadn't gone to the library yet. I forgot that it's 3 up top and 1 on the bottom. That's fine though, we got some extra kills. And killing things is like one of the primary things that you can do in D&D.
Your melody echoes through the empty halls. When the notes fade, you think you can feel an
Aaron crawlers. I'm surprised the improved precise shot is working, since they are pretty low to the ground. But worked well enough. And this one is one that we do have to drop down for, and it is another one of the puzzle ones, so. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. Couple back and forths here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we can't get out, and we don't have Dimension Door on this character, so we get to run all the way back. Which is fine. It's still not that long a run, but my last 2 lies were particularly fast runners, because they both had class movement speed, so it was Bard and it was Warlock. Now, of course, Warlock's is a little bit more conditional, since you had to hit something with Consume, or Stricken for that matter, but still, they both had sprint boost, and it was just a little faster than this. That said, we're not particularly slow, nor am I particularly trying to, like, fully optimize my speed. We're just kind of chilling. We buff that, we buff that, we buff this, and this. Oh, I shouldn't have used that. I was worried because I'd used my AoE shot on the single target. And I was like, oh, but there's a group that's going to spawn. It's like, oh, well, it looks like improved precise shot handled it okay. What happens if I stand in this? Force damage. Force damage is what happens if I stand in that. Good to know for on higher difficulties. So yeah, this is the arrogance that comes with having a lot of lives. It's like, oh, but what happens if I stand on this? It's like, doesn't matter, I have a lot of health. Pick up the icon. There we go. And off we go. Hi. There we go. And of course that one took longer because we took a break, and also because I got lost, but you know. As I said, we're going for a little bit more variety. If I was going purely for speed, I'd probably, like, just... I would probably actually hit some level 12s while I was level 15. Just because there are some pretty good level 12s, like I'd probably hit the Diplomacy chain. We want to go right, so we're going to come over here. Yep, there we go. We want to turn further right than this. But yeah, I'd probably hit like the diplomacy chain for 12s. I'd probably hit the elemental chaos for 12s. Or what is the name of that set of quests? It's the one in Lord's March Plaza. You know, it's got the I know who done it and all those sorts of quests in it. It's not Planar Eyes, because Planar Eyes was the level 16 set that got released. But it's in like the same sort of set in that it's talking about the different eyes. And it's also Moorgrave.
Strangely untouched by the passage of time. Its pristine state is due to the power. You pause for a moment.
Hi.
Fascinated by what you see.
Let's go.
Protective enchantments have kept Castle Cormanthor completely pristine, just as it was before the city fell. But this is no time for reflection. The Lich
I
leading
forget
the Wizard
if we
expedition
have to
the depths of this castle.
fight anything on the way there. Like,
Before they can gain
we will
the Mythil.
when we get to the big clearing place, because that's where the portals of demons are.
Massive hall. This hall feels hollow,
But besides that,
despite all the traffic.
I don't think we'll run into anything until I open this door up here. What does my turn do anyway? Increase saving throws. Sure, why not?
Three devils step through the portal as you approach.
Okay. And of course, it went invisible, thus delaying my ability to kill it. Alright, come on. Hey, there we go. Where you at? Okay.
The devil starts to fade.
Now, the first time I was here,
Showing that it was summoned here.
I was looking everywhere
Ildrenat
for the last
to work. He'll prevent
crest,
the Red Wizards
and it
from
was here.
accessing the
I didn't
power
see it at the beginning,
while you find
and it was very frustrating. So we now need to get 2 more crests, because you start out getting one right there in that room. What I haven't figured out is if you can target spam to find them without actually searching the rooms. Like, I think it works, but I'm not confident. Okay, mercenary, whatever. Skeletal bowman, break that. The circles break when you step on them. If you didn't, if you couldn't tell what I was doing. All right, so let's take a look here. I don't see a crest. How about here? Nope. Of course, if this doesn't work, it'll take extra long because I have to like go around everywhere and check twice. But I wanted to do at least some sort of test to see if it's actually feasible to do in the first place.
Impressive magics seal this heavy iron gate, making it impossible to open.
There we go. Okay. Probably nothing here. So we have to go over on this side. What's that? Oh, I didn't even notice we had a remnant chest. And of course, there is a decent chance that, okay, well, we don't want to go here yet. this is where I'm going to use the crests, but I don't have the crests yet. Alright, Shield Guardians. Yeah, sure. And down. Still not targeted any crests through the doors. I'm starting to think this plan might not work. Okay. There it is. Well, there's one of them at least. And we'll open this up too. So, let's see. It seems I will at least have to open the outer doors. That was very helpful of them to cast that harm spell on me while I am undead. But okay, we'll just have to open everything and face check. It's not ideal, but... There we go. Just keep our displacements up. It's like... What happened there? The answer was nothing happened. It's just that the activity feed jumped because the duration on something changed from minutes to hours, so it moved. Experiment 1. Is dead. Alright. So, we have one more crest to find. And we have like 7 rooms to check. It is nice that... I don't think this was the case before they did the rework, but these shots double shoot if you're double shooting. I'm pretty sure they were single shot before. So that is a definite improvement. Like, even if a lot of other stuff got nerfed, that is a clear improvement. Alright, still searching for that crest. Doesn't look like it's here, but we'll face check. Nope. Doesn't look like it's here either, but we'll face check that too. Off we go. Mike's biting cold. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, you can step on their circle to disrupt it. Skeletal Guard was still alive. Unfortunately, as a ranged character, running up to things to step on their circle so that they can no longer shoot me is not very good for me either. So I did kill the others before without doing that, just because we're strong enough at this level to do so. But in, you know, if you're higher level and running on something that is a little higher than Reaper 2, maybe you don't want to be doing that as your ranged character. So, okay. Alright. We have found the other crest. And we have found Experiment 2. go. There might be one more Wraith here. But we'll see. We will definitely see. Oh, and I'm losing buffs. That's okay. We can rebuff.
Three empty sockets are built into the back of the three thrones.
Now we're not going to go and do the long optional down on the side there,
The wall behind the throne
just because I'm
slides
not interested in doing so.
revealing a staircase.
But, you know, there's a lot of dudes to kill down there if you want monster manual stuff, or just like killing dudes. I'm not going to judge anyone for wanting to, you know, just see how fast their build can go through a bunch of mooks. And one named dude, but, you know. Mostly just guys who are there to get wrecked. Now it's time to collect more.
Stars
That's right.
reflect in the ancient stone of this cavern.
You thought we were done with collecting crests because we opened the door with the crests? No, that just means we go to the next set of crests. Oh, that's a lot of cold damage. And untyped damage. Yeah, that hurt a decent amount. We'll put our Stalwart Pact back up. Now, in this case, the crests are definitely targetable from the doors. Which is convenient, so you don't have to fight everything. The other thing is, sometimes the crests aren't even in the rooms. They're just like lying in the hall. Alright, and we're just going to kill this guy. Should I have switched stances? Yes. Yes, I should have. Am I going to? No. He dies at the same time he gets to me, anyway.
Caskets fill the many niches set into the walls of this chamber.
There we go. We are, however, running a little low on spell points. Ooh, very nice. Gotta heal off of him. It is convenient that that can happen. Like, one of the crests can be like on this little rock here. Or on that little rock there. So that's both crests. Alright, we will do it this way. Wait, no, what? I need to go here, to the crest door.
A withered form murmurs incantations.
Okay, so despite the fact
into the floor.
that there are multiple guys here, we are going to be using our focusing stance.
Addition to the ruins. The effects of the dead magic zone wash over
The main reason being that this guy has a long thing.
Earlier, I gave you an opportunity to save your own meager life.
Stop it.
Shouldn't have taken it. Don't think you're capable of stopping me.
It's the main ads to worry about here are not the ones that are following me.
Azul Kir the power of the Mithril will be mine. What do you think you could do standing?
I don't actually see the dudes who are normally hurting me here.
You'll be dead in a moment.
with a wave of the lich's shriveled hand.
There they are.
Necromantic energies fill the chamber.
Yeah, so it looks like I played that wrong, and I definitely should have done shoot through. Okay. We do have our Gibber's Blade. The problem is... Alright, so... electric damage... Yeah, the draining mouths were probably a lot of what got me there. The question is, where is... Okay, so we are going to pop up.
Your last blow slams the gaunt form of the Lich across the floor.
Yeah, see, the draining mouths are ridiculous.
A disembodied voice fills your mind.
Where are they?
The inevitable. Destroying my
Yep.
physical form gains you nothing.
We actually straight up failed that quest because I forgot about target priority. And that the draining mouths are just going to be like, haha, 30 damage, 30 damage, 30 damage, 30 damage, 30 damage, 30 damage.
Why would you even come here if you...
The good news is, it's a faster run back than before. Because they added this. And this. And the Gatekeeper's Grove is, well, full of gates. And we're lagging. Is it just DDO or is the stream lagging? Looks like just DDO. Oh, that's the wrong teleporter. Where is the... Is there an airship beacon here now? Codex War, Docks, Evening Star, Shavrath. There it is. But yes, the Gatekeeper's Grove now has gates in it. So, that's nice. But yes, I forgot the basic rule of that fight, which is don't shoot the boss, shoot the ads. Which just goes to show that even if you have lives and a decent build and decent gear, you can, in fact, still get wrecked if you do things wrong. However, we are not going to give up just like that. We're going to go kill them. Because obviously we will. Now let's see. That was all the way over there, which is northeast. We have lost our background music. Let's fix that. Is it fixed? Okay, it's mostly fixed. Oh, we have ended up near other quests, so we're not just going to skip these because we failed at that one. We will do the ones as we come to them. And we're going to come over here. Okay, that background music is a little loud, so we're going to turn that down. Okay. If the audio balance is bad, please just give me a shout and I will correct it. But it looks and sounds decent to me at the moment. The problem is, because of how the streaming software and everything works, my audio is not the same as your audio.
Now it stands ruined and seemingly empty.
Oh, and I'm short on charges because I died.
Faint sounds from up ahead. Is it just the building settling? or something else.
And double Reapered immediately. I think it's south first. Because you actually have to talk to the guy first to trigger some stuff. Okay. Alright. I see how it is. Whoa. What hit me for 100? 100 like evil damage too. Like there are archers over there, but I would have expected them to hit me with physical. I think I'm headed... Am I headed the wrong way? No, I think this is the right way. Excellent. Where is it? Okay. Dog cam was looking a little fuzzy, so we have focused more on the dog. No, close that. Open that. Yes, excellent. I think I have gone the wrong way again. Possibly, maybe a little bit. Well, at least I can't be hit by magic missiles. Are we going the right way? We are going the right way. Excellent.
You hear someone calling out from behind a doorway blocked by a magical barrier. It
There we
doesn't
go.
sound like one of the undead.
Some of the like crests that you need don't even spawn until you go and talk to that dude. I have made that mistake before, like wandering all over the place, being like, man, where are these crests? And the answer is, they're not anywhere, in fact. They do not exist until you have talked to the guy. Just gonna heal up on our way.
Re-entering the Great Hall, you're surprised by the sight of a towering skeletal figure. A familiar shape juts out from between its ribs. A crest.
Oh look, a giant skeleton.
The skeleton
Let's kill it.
shatters and
That was
falls,
easy.
The crest in its chest tumbling.
And after you kill it,
Down the room,
or maybe it's even before you kill it. Is that the archers hitting me for this much negative damage? Well, it's not negative damage. Negative damage I would be fine. It's the what? Evil damage? Evil damage. Fortunately, we were planning on shrining anyway, because we need to get our charges of No Holds Barred back. Because we died in the other quest. And of course we get to rebuff for it. So that's convenience as well. Well, sometimes it would be inconvenient, but for us this time it is convenient because it goes along with other things, which is how convenience works a lot of the time. It's not really about what the thing is, it's about whether or not you're getting multiple things done at once. I forget if there are crests in the storage area.
This hallway remains
Oh no,
covered in
definitely
the
not.
dust of
This is
centuries.
definitely the optional
Nothing
section.
here is likely
It was,
to
over,
fill in
it was over here that I meant to go into.
Everything
Let's
indicates
see.
that someone has already come this way, unlocking doors, disabling traps, and looting chests as they went.
Alright, I was immune to whatever that was. And what's in here? No, just an adventurous pack. I saw a Famine Reaper over here. So no hold barred. I think there's other guys in this room, right? Yeah. I think that's Soundburst that I'm being immune to. Which I wouldn't think I'd be immune to the damage. I do think I'm immune to the stun from it because I'm undead. Alright, well. No crests there. Off we go to the flying section of the dungeon. Alright, it's fine. They're around the corner. I think this is the optional Lich. Hi.
The door swings open, and a lich turns its baleful gaze in your direction.
He just absolutely
It
melts.
scrolls to attack,
And is one of the enemies that, when you kill him,
and its
all the ads
other
also
enemies
die.
collapse.
So, if you didn't know that about this quest, at least for this optional, all the other dudes die when you kill the boss. So, unlike the one that we died in, this is that one is focus boss, not focus ads. Just walk up and it's just like immediately, would you enjoy some elemental damage over time on you? We're going to stack several of them. It's like, I would have preferred not, but you know, if you must insist, then I will graciously accept. And by graciously accept, I mean be annoyed by, but that's close enough to graciously accepting. Or, well, as close as people come online, I guess. Alright. We kill these people. Well, okay. We re-kill them. They're undead, so they're not alive. But they're not re-deads, so we're just trying to make them un-undead. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it does involve shooting them with arrows. Well, at least this batch of carrion crawlers didn't stack a bunch of damage over time on me. Because
The lever is
there's
pulled.
one quite annoying thing about damage over times in this game is that they interrupt channeling. And by channeling, I mean like opening a door. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. You have a paper cut and it's bleeding, so now you start opening a door and it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, you turned the handle halfway, but the pain involved in doing so. Okay, can we? I was like, all right, good. Can we get the fly off of us so we can get down to this door? Thank you. All right, archers go away. Carnage Reaper. Hello, Carnage Reaper. I would like you to die, please, and thank you. There we go. Very good. So yes, the fact that damage over time effects interrupt, like, opening doors, even if, like, you have 10,000 health, and you're taking 1 damage from the damage over time effect, no. Still counts. Can't open that door. Which is another reason why I'm glad that being undead makes me immune to burning blood. It's just a convenience thing that if you... It's like you're immune to one of these dots that can keep you from opening doors. There you go. Deactivates, and up we go again. Oops. I missed. Oh well, we'll grab the Adventurer's Pack while we're here. And we'll make sure to fly all the way up this next time. Yeah. Doors on either side are not useful. I think there's a red name here. I might be getting my timing wrong, though. I did get my timing wrong. It's in the next room. But I'll still have like 2 seconds on no holds barred for it. Which is enough to take down a chunk of its health. Soul. I don't see a crest though.
This crest likely fits the socket of a door mechanism.
There we go. Now this is where, if I had Dimension Door, I would use it. But I don't, so I won't. We're just gonna have to hoof it. Alright. I think there might be an ambush in the big room, but I don't actually recall. So we will find out if there is or not. Actually, we're going to take a quick side trip just so I can see something as an experiment. So there are traps in this hallway. I'm seeing if just running up the hallway is enough traps for an XP bonus. It's probably an XP loss for me. Like in this run, but it's good to know for potential future group runs. Like if I can split off to get these traps and it's enough for extra XP for everyone. I apparently was in range there, but evasion saves the day. Now, it took me forever to find this one, because, like, oh, I thought it might be on the other side, and then you go to the other side, and it's just like, well, about that. Okay, so far, we got the first bonus. I could have sworn I walked over here. Did I just, like, fail my check? I did fail my check. Okay. Alright, we are now at second bonus. I'm not going to bother going into those rooms. Oh, our buffs are wearing off. This is fine. We can put our buffs back up while we grab these last 3 traps. So it looks like I'm just slightly off of being guaranteed to find the traps. Either that or I'm off by more and I just got lucky, or I'm not off by much at all and I got unlucky. Okay, so just running up here, no guys to fight, just traps, is enough to hit 13 traps and get full bonus. So that is good to know for the future. For anyone who is trapping in a group and the group doesn't need your help to kill things, it's like, oh, I can just grab free XP for everyone. And everyone wins. Alright, we do still have the boss fight though. Fortunately, I do believe that it's going to take me long enough to run in to trigger it that I'll have no holds barred up again. And you know what? We'll do this too. So, I've had someone tell me the fight starts as soon as you get close to the door. It does not. I have had it happen where the fight starts when you put in the sockets, and I have had it happen that I had to put in the sockets and then move.
With both crests in place, the magic
See?
barrier
Put in the
fades
sockets,
away.
but they don't spawn until you move.
Distracted by the sound of clacking bones. A new foe has arrived.
Wait, where's the red name? I thought there was like a minotaur. Oh, there it is. Like, hold on a second. I was expecting a boss. Where is my boss? Alright. So this one, of course, did take a while.
You
Myth
found
Drainer is
the
not
icon of
the
dwarves,
fastest.
bringing you
It's like
closer to
15?
unlocking the
17.
mystery of the key to the
Yeah,
mystery.
this one is much worse
To return
than
to the elf encampment.
some of the others.
Your progress.
At some point, I need to actually, like, write this stuff down. Because there are some quests in Myth Drainer that are actually decent experience. And there are some quests that are, like, bad experience. And I don't remember which are which. And therefore, I end up doing them all when I'm at a level and a position where I hit Myth Draenor at all. But it'd be way easier to, like, no, it's like, oh, Myth Draenor has, like, these 4 that are actually, like, solid, good XP quests. And then you just hit those. Then it's not a problem.
Long ago, Corminthir's
Okay.
greatest wizards gathered
Buffs.
to share new spells and discuss their latest research. Yet not even the Empire's
Like,
greatest
this
wizards could
quest is
prove
kind
their
of odd in the whole, it's like,
ruins
ooh,
are all the
find the crest. It's like, this crest right here. It goes into this slot right here.
Welcome. In happier times, these messages would introduce you to our organization, but with the city under siege, we have different priorities.
Okay.
Report
We
to
head this
Central
way, and this way has
Every
3 crests
resident
on the
city
right
working
that go
together to
into,
keep the invaders out.
they go into what? They go into 3 slots on the left. So we go to the right, we go down here, and then we will turn north and go through all of this, and we should end up with 3 crests. Now we get ambushed by some fire skeletons, and that's fine. Everyone gets fire skeletons sometimes. See? And there's 1 crest back here. So that's 1. Fortunately, I have high enough resist that
This was once the library, yet the shelves lining the walls of this vast chamber are
Alright, come on. Stop that.
It seems the books have been swallowed.
Took a couple hits from that Famine Reaper. Alright, so no crest in here directly. However, we do go up top, take a bunch of force damage. And by force damage, we mean forced damage, because you can't avoid it. I say as I avoid it. Because it appears that it is, in fact, a projectile. So that is good to know. I somehow didn't know that, which is really good to know, because on higher difficulties, these guys are nasty. Like, just ridiculously... Like, hope you don't get hit, because you will die in, like, 1 shot. As it stands, I am still taking a bunch of damage. Alright, crest number 2. And I'm still counted as in combat. I wonder if I missed one. Or if it just hadn't been long enough. And the reason I can tell I'm in combat is because of how much / little I'm getting healed. Alright. And now we fight the water elementals in here for the last crest. Alright. Got you. Last crest. And you will usually take the penalty for if you try to heal right after the fight, because it takes a little bit for the combat to wear off. But for it to last this long, well, in this case, it appears that it's because there's a Famine Reaper behind me. But usually, it's just like it'll take a sec before you're not in combat anymore. And I can also tell I'm in combat because I'm still in like a fighting stance. Like I'll drop, yep, there we go. Now we're out of combat when you drop to more of a rest stance. Hi. Oh, was not expecting the big leap. Oh well, it's not the worst Great Leap Forward. Didn't have millions of people die. For those of you who don't get that, it's a history joke. About China.
Our numbers
So,
dwindle. I have
and note
reconfigured
that
the safeholds
I'm not a
system
big history buff
with
myself.
these crests.
So,
That way,
there's a good chance that I'm gonna get some of this wrong.
senior wizards have
And then someone who actually knows history will have to correct me. But the Great Leap Forward was an economic plan when the Communist Party took over China in the beginning. And
draw on the safehold to keep the invaders at bay.
basically was a really bad plan and led to a lot of famine. And along with famine, you get death.
Of course,
Lots of death.
things available in the safehold. I'm not ready to call
Let's see, I think... For some reason I always want to go back to the beginning here, but I think it's actually go forward and then back to the beginning.
just too many.
We will find out right now if I have made a mistake.
Enemy is so thick on the ground we cannot even reach the castle. So, we will make our stand here.
You hear a muffled sound off in the
What's in here?
distance, as if a door had been blown open by the wind.
Okay. Probably nothing, because the optional chests in here are historically just really, really bad. And by historically, I mean it was one of the big complaints that people had. It's like, why? What is all this? Okay, we have a crest, we have chaos crawlers, we take a big burst of elemental damage because they are chaos crawlers. Oh look, shrines. Okay, we kill zombies with improved precise shot. Ruined Shambling Mound, and another Ruined Shambling Mound.
A quick
Found him.
shows
Now we just have to go through here to obtain the Icon of the Elves.
Probably by one of the creatures.
We'll just heal up a little bit first.
This must be
Because all we're going to do in here is we're going to walk in, we're going to fight a boss.
Seems he never found the icon of the elves. A magic portal flickers in the center of the chamber,
Refresh our shortest term of buffs.
where the wizards kept their greatest secrets.
I am going to the safehold. We're almost out of food, so we've decided to bring forth our last defense.
Hi.
Let the risks
Oh, you teleported somewhere that was still in my line of sight.
only pray to the
That was a
gods
terrible
above,
idea.
not be our
I don't know why you would do that.
The safehold,
So yeah,
where the wizards kept
This
their
one
last defense.
is like 3k a minute. Oh, what do we have?
Whatever that last defense might have been.
Insightful Con, Quality Fort, Speed, which would be very good if you don't have
Seems the
some
wizards
other way of
might
getting
have
it.
been
Although by the time you're level
summoned
13,
demons.
Speed 23 is nothing to write home about.
Not control.
The summoning
All
was
in all, not
success.
terrible, but it does have a moon augment slot.
I'm certain the spell holding the demon worked.
But yeah, so this one, as far as XP is concerned,
It's free!
is pretty solid. 3k a minute.
Is
Like,
the
it's not
icon.
the best,
It's the
but...
object you were sent
Oh,
here to
did...
find. One
I did not notice that ads went off.
related to control.
And by went off, I mean they turned on. So I missed an ad break, which is unfortunate. Sorry for that. Alright, now we're going to go back to the one that killed us, and we're going to do it right this time.
It was one of the last places to fall.
And by do it right, I mean we're going to focus down all the ads. Because the only other thing to look out for in that fight is, I mean, obviously the boss and the casters are going to have some elemental damage coming at you. And the archers are going to be standing in their little circle things. And the archers' circle things make them get gradually stronger over time. So if you don't go and step on them, they will eventually scale up to be hitting pretty hard. Fortunately, that's not that big a concern. How are defenses at? Actually, how are defenses at without that? Okay, so the only thing this gives me is Profane Well-Rounded and Improved Deception. Okay, now we'll put up buffs. Switch to Improved Precise Shot for the demon killing. So many buffs.
Several angry devils step through the portal as you approach.
Alright, did we get them all? Nope, nope, another batch. Ah, unfortunate. One of them escaped into invisibility. Come on, there we go. Where are you at? That's right, fear my saving throws. Why am I doing acid damage?
The moment it falls, showing that it
Oh, I put a ruby of acid in it. Sure, why not?
Ildranath sighs as he gets to work. He'll prevent the Red
Crest it
Wizard
is.
from accessing the power
And this
of
time, we're going to go through it faster. And by go through it faster, I mean, I'm not going to try to target the crests through the walls. We're just going to check stuff as we go. See, so these are actually different circles. You can see that I was able to shoot that guy without any problems, while I was unable to shoot his friend. And that's just how that goes. The circles do different things. The mages have a protection circle, the archers have the power-up circle that I mentioned. So, oh, I accidentally used hands there instead of my other healing. It's fine. We'll go down this way first. Yeah, that's got a really small radius in that I only hit one of them when I shot that as they were standing at the doorway. I got too used to the Warlock temp health. I keep expecting that just randomly casting spells is going to like heal me or give me temp health or something, and it is not. That is something that I got from being a Warlock last life that I do not get from being a Cleric. Now what I could get is pretty easy healing if I just put on a little bit of negative spell power. Because my healing right now is awful because I don't have spell power. The one of ice put on biting cold, eh? Yep, and it's going to prevent me from opening that. Here. Resist energy cold. Oh, and it still dealt 1 damage, which is enough to stop me from opening a door. It's just like... I feel like it's a spite sort of spell that people can cast on you. It's like, look, I know you're going to kill me, you know you're going to kill me, but I am going to inconvenience you on my way out. Like, they can't fight me, they can't really beat me, but they can be annoying. by keeping me from doing the thing I wanted from the grave. Alright, so we only need one more crest. Which is good, since we've only checked these 3 rooms. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I believe 7? I think the crest can be in one of the downstairs rooms too. Because the other one of the downstairs rooms is a shrine room. We will see. Now, I haven't seen the crest in here, but that doesn't mean it's not here. It just means that I haven't seen it. Oh. My error adept. Ooh, remnants. It is nice when they like pop out a little going away present, which is the opposite, as I was saying, of the ones who decide to spite cast the dot on you as they go out. But, you know, I prefer one to the other. There we go. Goes much better with no holds barred. And since we still have it going, we'll walk in here just in case there's stuff to fight. And there's not. Okay. Let's see how long it takes us to find the last crest. Dodge the lightning. Oh. What is that? A disintegrate? Let's see. No, it was a cyclonic blast. I just didn't get knocked down. Still, untyped damage for 100-ish. I would much prefer if they tried to actually cast stuff at me. Like, we'll say negative damage. I would like some negative damage cast on me. It is kind of interesting how being undead will trivialize certain encounters. Wait, what? Why can you cast Meteor Swarm at this level? Okay. Electric resistance, please. Like, hold up. That is a level 9 spell. What are you doing? Why? Wait, why are pre-rolls on? Did it just not run ads? And we didn't miss an ad break? Okay. After we find this next crest, we will go on ad break. No holds barred. Oh, for some reason I only thought there was one Shield Guardian. It's okay, we got both. I was about to say, it's like, if there is no crest in this one as what I thought would be the last room, I will be annoyed. Ha, I am immune to burning blood. And I am healed by the negative energy burst. Alright. Now we're going to take a quick AFK while we run ads. I encourage everyone else to do the same. You know, stand up, stretch, get a drink, all that good stuff. We will be back in about 3 minutes. If you don't get ads, either because you're for some reason subscribed or if you're watching on YouTube, then please enjoy this slideshow of the dog. And we're back. So, in the meantime, what has happened? Well, stood up, got a drink, got a snack, all that good stuff. We have the crests we need to progress the quest. And of course, also, we, let's see. Okay, I'm not going to run out of bolts anytime soon. But also, all of our buffs wore off. So, there is that too. Which is not the best, but you know, it's not that big a deal either.
Built into the back of the 3 thrones. The third crest is
Now,
placed.
I
The wall
forget
behind the throne slides aside.
if there is a shrine here or not. If there is, we will rest. There is not, so we will buff instead. And we only have 2 more charges of No Holds Barred, and I want to save at least 1 for the boss. So we will be rationing those a little bit here.
Flecks of crystal, like stars, reflect in the ancient stone of this cavern. The floors are worn smooth by centuries of use.
Okay. That's a Soul of Cruelty Assassin, which I suppose is a flavor win. Oh, and it's a Carnage Reaper. See, this is where it would be very nice if I had improved Uncanny Dodge. Because then I could just hit it and stand there. And in that case, that is a case where improved uncanny dodge is actually a DPS sort of talent, because it means that you don't need to run around and kite or do any of that nonsense. You just face tank it, and you can crank out the DPS. So it's not so much a defensive thing, although it is also a defensive thing. It also gives you uptime, and uptime is very important for damage. It's one of the things that, for example, in raiding in MMOs, it's one of the things that really controls
The walls of this chamber.
how much you can... Oh, this is... Go away. Controls if someone is one of the high damage dealers or not. It's, can you manage the mechanics well enough that you can actually have good DPS uptime? And this can happen even if you're like less well geared. It's like, well, congratulations. They do like 20% more DPS than you. It's like, okay, good for them. But they're not as good at actually having uptime. So, sure, that's great. But if they are saying, if say you manage 30% more uptime, like actually dealing damage, then sure, while they are dealing damage, they're way better than you. But over the course of a fight, you will be more valuable. Just because, well, you're going to do more total damage. Alright, so we're going to get all of our buffs up. We will keep on improved precise shot. We will focus the ads first. We will, just in case, because this is one of those things that, as I mentioned, how dots can interrupt opening doors. Gibbers, it has a dot on it. So this is the, in case we do still die
A gentle
and need to gibbers,
and the faint tinkle of bells
we have doors
suggests
open
that
to
the
get
boundary
back
between
to
this realm and
a
the
shrine.
Feywild is thin in this location. This might be a good place to rest.
A withered form murmurs incantations over a magic circle etched into the floor. You've found the Lich, leading the Red
Alright,
Wizard's
last time I
expedition to the
waited too long.
The
Let's go a
effects of the
little
magic zone wash
shorter
over
now.
you, making you feel disconnected from the world for a moment. Earlier, I gave you an opportunity to save your own.
Taking down ads. Taking down ads.
Don't think of
Bone
people
guard is down.
stopping me. You face
Except from that.
the
Where are the other dudes? Does he not summon them until he gets low on health?
Here, Faye. Soon the power of the Mithril will be mine. What do you think you could
Huh.
do to stand against that?
Okay.
Not that what you think matters.
For a fight that killed me last time, like I literally died twice because of Gibber. I Gibbers and I still died afterward.
Magic zone. With a
Wait,
wave
what's
of
this?
the Lich's
Yeah, see? See? Now they're here.
romantic energies fill the chamber. Undead
Doing ridiculous amounts of damage to me.
blow slams the gaunt form of the Lich
But-
across the floor.
This one is
Disembodied
okay,
force
not great
fills
XP.
your mind.
You only delay
Well,
the inevitable.
yeah,
Destroy
still,
my
even with the optionals of an extra 4K.
My phylactery! No! The phylactery
Let's see, how much did it
smokes
actually
and
give
cracks
me?
as you lay it on the altar to
Hmm.
the Seldarin. A short-lived scream
Yeah,
fills your mind
so
just before the
38
phylactery crumbles to dust.
38, 39K
My
in
soul
18
is
minutes.
bound to my
It's okay.
phylactery.
It's not amazing.
Time my body will reform
But it's not,
without my
at least it's not
phylactery
rerunning the same
powerless.
quests that I've run a million times before
Upon
again.
review,
Let's see, do I want to go to this one or go all the way up here? I think we're going to go all the way up there since we're already kind of in that direction. And I can hit the other one on my way down because after you go all the way up here, you still have to go all the way back down for the fire one, I think it is, where everything is on fire.
When you'll encounter the Red Wizards again.
Let's see, we need to go, yeah, more northwest, less north, more northwest. Not west, northwest. That's just a shambling mound, not a named dude. as I continue to get stuck on every rock. Every single rock. But it's fine. We'll make our way there eventually. Now the question is, which one of these is the time one? Because I'm better at finding my way through it than I used to be, but still not great. It's a tricky one. It's one that's a little bit easier, actually, to find your way through when you're solo, because you don't have to deal with as many cases of someone else kind of cleared it for you. And when you're alone, you can kind of have that guiding thing of, okay, I can go this way because there are still mobs alive. And because there are mobs alive, I can be more confident, oh, this is the direction I should be going.
Upon first inspection, you find no sign of a
Okay, it's this one.
door into the tomb. Perhaps the entrance is hidden away somewhere. You find a small lever in the corner of the room. Pulling it reveals a stairwell hidden beneath the floor. You emerge from the stairwell.
So this one is a little repetitive, and yet I have managed to, what's the right word for it? Miss things, basically. It's like, it's a little repetitive, but I've also managed to have it where it's like, oh, sorry, you did like the first half, and then this like little secret passage thing opened. Oh, right, this puzzle. I can never read the colors on it correctly. Because I swear I've done it and the colors didn't make sense. Like, even when I know what it's supposed to be doing, it's like, okay. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, you said that there were 2 in the right position, and then I do them again, and it's just like, still 2 in the right position. It's like, that doesn't make sense. I changed them. Why are you saying they're the same? And yes, I know there are many cases where that is valid, like, before you said there were 2 right, and now you say there are 2 right. That couldn't be true because I changed them. It's like, well, it's possible that, you know, one of the rights became wrong and one of the wrongs became right. But the case I'm specifically remembering, which I forget the exact layout of the things on it, it's just like, this shouldn't be happening like this. Kill the Spectral Guardians. Okay, we have 2 doors out of this room.
Sections of the floor in this chamber have crumbled.
We have wisps. Skyborn wisp. Ooh, double electric. And I don't have that feeling, even if it is electric. Oh. It's like, I'm trying to pull a lever here, sir. Please do not spawn in front of me and block me from pulling the lever. Okay, let's do this. This goes here, that goes there, this has to go this way, that's... I don't know exactly which way to go, so we'll go that way. This has to go here, this has to go here. Which means this goes here, this needs to be turned around so we don't activate the orb. Alright, so we know this is going to go out. This goes around here to this, which can go there. Very good. This is coming around the other side. Oh, I didn't even know there was an anti-magic zone here. Neat. Yeah, this needs to be turned around so it doesn't turn that on. We'll do this. That. This gets flipped around. Okay, we should be good to go. Helps if I pull the lever.
With all the rooms lit, a passage opens in the side of the room. You hear the click of the door ahead unlocking.
Is this just a side path or is it a main path? That's another thing I don't know in this particular quest. It's like, how many of these are main paths and how many are just side paths? Because I think this might be the way to one of the crests, but I also think it might just be a shrine path.
You open the door into a chamber.
It is just a shrine path. Oh well, we got a collectible. Can we go this way? We can go this way.
A spectre guards
Oh
this
goody, more
room,
wisps.
defending the lever on the back door.
Can't be influenced, that's fine. Get back here. Wait, where are you going? Why? What's going on here?
The spectre vanishes in a sputtering
Like-
of flames.
Some guardian you are, just running away. It's like, I must go now, my people need me. Your people assigned you to guard this place. Why are you going somewhere else? Alright, now this is one of those cases where I'm worried that I'm missing like a path, because you can see on the map here like that there's stuff in this direction. But I do not see an opening to it. So we're just going to have to trust that I didn't miss something. And if I did, then we'll just have to come right back through again. It's fine. We will make do. We do know that there's the path down here. Go away, Wisp. And now these guys ambush me. They are not very stealthy about it. Holy crap, that's a lot of fire damage all at once. Just like, excuse me, would you like 100 fire damage? No, not really. Too bad! Ah, here is that one. The old problem of the 2D map of a 3D space.
Flames roar to life when you enter the room. On the back wall, you see a large purple crystal. The matches
Sound horror
the
is
round
excellent.
door at the front of the tomb. You sense a chill in the air.
It's a good thing I'm not playing a Force Mage, because
Dead enemies rise from their posts.
they absorb force damage.
The mummy
They absorb actually several elements, if I recall correctly.
dissolves into dust. You pull the lever.
And we managed to get by the mummy
The crystal
without
lights up,
getting cursed,
emitting a
so that's
soft
always
glow
nice.
in the darkness.
Let's see. Is there a portal to the beginning anywhere near here? Because I could have sworn that this quest had some fast run back mechanics, where after you kill it, you don't have to run all the way back to the entrance, but I'm not seeing one right now. It might just be like a locked door that only opens one direction. Like this one? Maybe? Let's find out. What is this door going to?
A signal crystal is embedded in the wall above this door.
Okay. Once again, the champion mages throw some beefy spells.
In this room, you find a dimension door.
We do not need to shrine yet, so we'll just E-door. And this time we go left, because these match up to which direction you need to go, which is convenient. You know, I should have shrined, and I say that because I just looked at my buff durations, and they're all at like 1 minute, so that would have been, in fact, an ideal time to shrine. But, you know, we made a mistake. And we will be punished for it a little bit, but not much. I think this door is actually locked until you kill those, which is why I stopped to kill them. Alright, where's the Spectre, though? There he is. Is it just the one? Alright, now we rebuff because the buffs are falling off. Which, thankfully, we got a lot of what? A lot of souls. So we're not having mana problems this dungeon. And you know what? We might as well just put up a resist electricity, because why not? And then we just kind of run through this room. It's like, ooh, scary. There's lightning everywhere. And then it's like, oh no. We're not actually that worried about the lightning. The poison damage over time might be a little trickier, but... Oh, more Crypt Guardians. That can get cleaved down, because they're big targets, which is good for improved precise shot. Okay, Stone Guard. So you take a little bit less damage from me, but it's not actually that big a deal. Did we miss any turns? No, it doesn't look like we've missed any yet, which is good. Always handy. I don't trust this. I'm pretty sure this floor... Oh, wait. I see a seam in the floor. And the wall. It's like, wait, I don't trust this. The ground's gonna fall out, isn't it? And then it's like, wait a second. They actually have a visual cue for it. I still couldn't tell which side was gonna be safe. It's not like Vaughn 4, where... Actually, wait, can I pick it? No, can't be picked. Alright. Where's our box? Is there not a box? Or did I just not auto-detect it? You know what? I can switch to skills. I'm undead. I already have 200% fort. I don't need the extra 30. Maybe it's up top. Oh, that's why I can't pick this door. This is the fast return door, I bet. Oh. And the trap box is up top. Excellent.
Elegant
We're doing some learning.
dance atop pedestals in this dim hallway. You open the door into a room where more orbs
Let's see.
pedestals.
Right lever
Beams of electricity that shoot up towards the ceiling.
does left orb. Middle lever
The orb cease
does
their
right two
casting.
orbs. Hooray.
Opens in the side of the room.
I have remembered that. I was pretty sure that those were the two you needed to hit, but I was still paying attention to which levers did which orbs, just in case I was wrong. Fortunately, that puzzle is not that... Those types of puzzles aren't that tricky. Specifically for, like, if it's 3 and 3. Like, okay, there's only so many combinations that can happen here.
And forth, defending the lever on the back wall. When it sees you, it attacks.
Like, now if you get into things like, okay, you've got 3 levers and they control 5 things, or any other, like, case where there are a bunch of things that are all getting controlled at the same time, it's a little trickier, but 3 and 3 is not bad at all. Okay, so this is where I've made a mistake before. So, and I will point out where you too can make this mistake if you're not paying attention. That's the run-back teleporter. We still have one more thing to do. If we take this, we are messing up. So we're not going to take it. Or at least not yet. We need to go this way first. There we go. So we have already discovered / remembered that this quest is very friendly to improve precise shot. You can get a lot of value out of it. Unfortunately, I'm still taking a pretty hefty amount of damage. I even have extra lightning resist up at 46, and I'm still getting hammered. I don't know what this lever does.
You find a hidden lever alongside these shrines, unlocking a passage filled with murky water.
Is this the right way or a side trip? I think it's the right way. I think this is one of those, the shrine room actually has the important thing. And it is.
Gargoyles perches on a ledge in this wide room. You spy a large green crystal on the wall. It matches the one on the gigantic door at the tomb's entrance.
Come on.
The gargoyles rouse from their slumber and
Oh,
rush
Fear Reaper on a
towards
ledge.
you. The gargoyle screeches in
Okay.
pain as it
We
crumbles.
took out the Fury Reaper that was on the ledge,
You
so
pull the lever, setting the green
that's
crystal
generally beneficial to not dying.
You've lit both crystals. The large door at the entrance to the tomb should be
But those can be super rough if you are not a ranged build. Like, oh, it's just going to be up there, stacking dots up. Hooray! Okay, so we can... Alright, we'll take the teleporter. I was just looking at the map, it's like, alright, which of these is actually faster? Taking the teleporter, or walking back? And it looks like the teleporter's closer. Now, on the other hand, this quest is very generous with shrines,
crystal is embedded in
which
the
we will take one,
door.
because our buffs are down to like
You
2 minutes-ish,
found a
so...
dimension door. It will return you to the entrance of the tomb once you have finished exploring this wing.
We don't need to make more arrows while we're buffing, because we have like 4,000. And I say that because we had like 6,000 before, and I'm assuming that some have worn off. Okay.
You
Oh, that's
return
right.
to
We
the
still have a lot to go in this quest.
giant door has been
I
opened,
forgot the whole
revealing
underground
a
section where you have to place the
stairway
icons.
deeper into the tomb. You emerge into a dark hallway. Shield guardians stand at attention.
We're going to switch to this so we know that we auto-detect things. Because there are a lot of
Walls in this chamber
hidden
blend
passages
into the
here.
rough cave stone. A large plaque leans against the back wall. There are 3 locations in the
that.
tomb where you can place the icon of the elves, the icon of the humans, and the icon of the dwarves. 2 passages to the left and right rumble open.
Okay, very good. And I like how they put the fungus right there, because it means that when you go over to collect your collectible, because it's shiny on the ground there,
The pedestal
then
stands
you
against
see
the
it's like,
wall.
oh, you've discovered a secret passage that is not actually secret, so the DC is very low, because they don't put high DCs on
Footsteps of a
things that you
waiting
have to find in order to complete a quest.
You place the icon
like,
of the
oh.
dwarves on the pedestal.
They put a little indicator on the ground to make you walk over so that your spot skill goes, hey, there's something hidden here. It's like, oh. There we go. I'm immune to whatever screeching thing you do, so that's nice. And yes, you do need to kill those, otherwise the door doesn't open. Okay. Can't shoot them, that's fine. And of course they did the same thing with the fungus here.
A pedestal stands on a platform here. You spy a locked door in the back of the room. You set the icon of the elves atop the pedestal. Its eyes flash white for a moment.
I was hoping that the AoE shot would take out the bats, because bats can be super annoying to handle as a ranged character. Just because they have really small hitboxes, and you can often run into cases where you're trying to do things, and it's just like, nope, nope, your projectiles aren't hitting them. It's just like, ah. I'm messing up my my lineups on things. There we go, more not so hidden passages. Of course, I don't feel as compelled to kite when I have no holds barred up. I just kind of run at them. Unless it's an Archeron, in which case they can still do a lot of damage to me. There's nothing here. This is just a cave. There we go. Ambush? Nope. I saw the harm spell go off, and I was like, oh, something's casting on me. It's like, no, that's me casting on me. Did I miss a turn? For some reason I thought that this one was a what? A thing. A door that opened when you killed stuff, not one that I could just, like, open on my own. Alright.
The demon and its fellow intruders fall to the ground.
Oh, look, a chest. Which is probably not useful, but we will find out. Yep. So where did I miss my turn? Here. I was so distracted by the guys I was running forward to fight that I failed to notice this, which has a fungus in front of it.
You open the door, revealing a room full of dirt and cobwebs. A pedestal stands before the entrance to a cave. A group of Ettercaps
Soulless.
lunges at you. You place the
Icon goes
icon
there.
of the humans on the pedestal. You notice its eyes.
Let's do here.
flash briefly
Shortcut back.
before
Shortcut back.
returning to normal stone. Now that you have placed all the icons, you must find your path.
And it is a shortcut back because it opens from a lever on this side, so you can't get in from the other side, unfortunately. Is it really that much of a shortcut? No. In fact, it's not a shortcut. It's a help your party regroup sort of shortcut, not a actually faster shortcut. Alright, where are we on buffs?
You emerge into a calm clearing. Forest animals have taken up residence here.
Maybe I should have
They
rested at those
graze
shrines.
those in its lush corners. You see two passages, one to your left, the other straight ahead.
And I have taken the incorrect one. I could still go rest, but I think we can beat this in 2 minutes. Because I think this is just a boss fight here.
This room is the heart of the tomb, where the
Yep.
key to the mythal is rumored to be hidden. Before you is a strange magic device. You must have been waiting here, undiscovered for centuries, to sense the faint drift of power.
Could you not with the force damage?
Could this be the key to the mythal? A wild bear runs out of the room, startled by your intrusion. How strange.
There we go. Now we just have to wait for the RP to go through.
The room shakes. The
It's relatively
statues
long.
against the walls rumble and move. Stone scrapes against stone as the statues take their first steps. Their unseeing faces turn toward you, ready to strike. The statues break apart. Once again, just mounds of stone. Suddenly, a group of uniformed strangers appears before you.
So
In
yeah.
the middle of the formation steps
The thing is, the way that the quests are all laid out, you don't do them in plot order, like at all. Like I already destroyed this guy's
the
phylactery
figure
in a previous
smiles
quest
widely,
that we did.
rotting teeth protruding
So,
from his desiccated mouth.
It's not like, oh, you go out and you do a clockwise circle, and in so doing you get your way through and you get the plot. It's like, no, not at all. It is quite different, in fact. If you do any sort of reasonable pathing, you will not do them in the correct order. Or at least as correct as an order it can be, I suppose.
For centuries of use.
But yes, this is, we have, there we go. So this one,
He bends in a short bow.
26 minutes, because it's big. Now, fortunately, it does give a lot of experience, but not a lot relative to the time. Now, obviously, this one can be very efficient from an XP perspective if you're in a group, because there are 4 levers to pull. So even if, like, some are behind others,
Transported away
you can at least split left and right in the beginning,
himself back at the entrance to Ildrenav's
and cut the time, like, to do this quest almost in half.
It is only a matter of
So
time
it's an
before
actually
Nemesis
pretty
forces
decent
their
XP if you're in a group.
plan.
Solo, not so much.
Even more chaos and destruction to this land.
But, you know, it's something to do besides, you know, giant hold for the 100th time.
You must find a way
That
to
said, we
stop
will
this assault.
also be doing giant hold for the
City
100th
will
time.
not fall yet again. You will make sure of that.
Oh, it has arrived.
The strange note you found in the burial
I'm tempted to, like, not bother buffing at all.
to the temple of Labalus Enereth, resting place of Mithranna's elusive god of time. Here, you should be able to uncover the secret
All
of
right.
the key to the mythal. You
Off
see
we
it
go,
marked
trying to
against the wall.
making our way downtown,
Will be
trying to
the
figure out
first
what the hell's
step
going
on
on.
your journey. You pick up the box of artifacts, certain that you will need them later in your journey. The pact states that to receive the blessing of
Okay.
the Time God, you must stand before the
Got
altar
our buffs
and pray
going.
for assistance. You feel a rush of power as you pray at the altar.
Yeah, we need to go up top. Okay,
Okay,
let's see if we can manage to not get lost.
An intact city, untouched by ruin. Stepping through the time rift, you find yourself in a pristine version of the temple centuries ago, before the city fell. Now that you are in the past, you should be able to
Just
learn
gonna
more
talk
from
to
the
people
mages
until we
themselves.
find something that
Your
needs to
destination
happen.
is the Mythal Consortium, located across the street. This is the city in its original state. Grand and serene.
Alright, that's where we
without
came in.
danger or decay. Your destination is straight ahead. The Mythal Consortium. You enter the Mythal Consortium. People gather in circles, talking
Okay.
in the lavishly decorated foyer.
It does do a decent job of being like,
Information
hey, you can't go there. Hey, you can't go there. Okay. We are exploring. And this is another one where the map itself does you no good. Just because the map doesn't really show you the pathing. It doesn't show you much of anything, really. Here we go.
This person wasn't able to help with your search. However, just as you finished talking, a
we'll go
rift
left
appeared.
first.
After stepping through the rift,
Is left the
find
right
yourself
way?
back in
I
the
don't
forest.
know.
The consortium has fallen into a state of decay. Crumbling walls and echoing halls surround you.
Okay. The answer appears to be no, or maybe. It's a definite maybe if this was the correct direction to go. Okay. We managed to not die, so that's always a good first step.
This door is blocked from the other
Door
side.
blocked from the other side. Okay, so this is the wrong direction to go. That was the incorrect direction. Right, so we go the other way. Okay, so this was locked, is now
You see
unlocked.
the remains of what must have been stairs up to the upper level of the consortium. You'll need to find another way upstairs.
Alright. We need to find a way upstairs. Cool, yes, got it. Haven't explored this area yet. Oh, look. Chaos crawlers. Getting close to the ground so they don't get shot. That's annoying of them. Okay, another lever.
You hear a grinding of stones in the distance.
Okay, rift in time. Find a way to the second floor. Investigate the secret. Alright. I found out something.
The High Mages who lead the Mythal Consortium are involved in some sort of secret ritual today. That must
Oh,
be
so I
the
can go
reason
this
why
way
you
too.
should seek them out in their tower.
Okay,
This
that door is
door
locked.
is
Right.
marked by a dim blue crystal.
We'll just go through this because it just appeared. So we're going to assume that it is one we have to take. Oh, and this oh, wait, no, we have Nothics.
Up in this chamber.
Gotta get him down. Alright, can't open that. We just came through the rift. Okay. What's in here? Guardian Naga. Guardian Air Elementals. Can we manage to not get knocked down? No. No, we do get knocked down, in fact. I mean, we do get up again. They're never going to keep me down, but we did get knocked down. Jeweled key. All right. Door's locked. Door's blocked. Door's blocked. Hopefully this is unlocked with the jeweled key. Because that would mean I'm making the right kind of progression. Alright. Taking a little bit of forced damage. But nothing I can't handle. And by handle, I mean just kill stuff and heal through. Okay. Good. Good. I don't actually know if this is the right way at all, or if this is all side content. It would be rather large for side content. What's in this door? Locked. So, probably something important, because that's just how that goes. Okay, we don't quite need that yet. We still have a lot of charges of no holds barred. Ooh, silver key.
You pick up a silver key.
How are we on buffs? Buffs have like 1 minute left, so we probably should go use that shrine after we kill these guys. The last demon withers away.
A portal has opened,
Okay.
allowing a horde of demons to enter.
Did I bug it by killing them without entering the room? All right. Well,
Enter an empty underground
I
chamber.
can't go to the shrine now.
Breaths echoes across the high walls,
All right. Blue door is now open.
setting the blue crystal alight.
Oh, I see. All right, that's the door that was locked. Or maybe it wasn't, and this is a completely different set of shrines in a completely different cave. I am wrong, once again. Just getting all turned around by this particular quest, which I believe is a common sentiment. Alright, where are the spawns? Like, I know there have to be spawns because there was a Reaper there, and Reapers only appear next to other mobs. Like, they're never on their own. They're not just gonna get a random Reaper in a hallway. They're always, like, they have a % chance to spawn next to already spawned mobs, and they also have a chance to spawn when mobs die, which is a reason that it can be dangerous to, say, split a whole bunch of slimes. And it's like, congratulations, you have now spawned 3 Doom Reapers. It's like, such devastation. It's like, that wasn't the plan. That was not our intention. Alright, our buffs have worn off. We do have enough spell points to refill them at least. This map is not particularly helpful. So we will be saving our last no holds barred charge. Just in case. Like, yeah.
You find yourself in an empty courtyard. Just ahead, you spy a small withered sapling. You drizzle water over the
Okay,
tree.
so we water it.
and
Now
wonder
it's...
how tall it will eventually become in Myth Drana's present day. Before you
I
stand
watered
the
you.
dryad, presumably grown from the sapling you watered in the past. The dryad crumples in a pile of leaves.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get that it's an optional, but why does watering the tree make the dryad hostile? I mean, theoretically, it just makes it so that she exists, but presumably she just doesn't remember us, and she's hostile because we are not also a tree creature. That seems to be the case in DDO a lot. The dryads are almost like hostile by default, just because, I guess that the humanoid races don't have a great history
This door is marked
with,
a sign that says, "To the
with nature.
It's locked tight.
I mean, that is a possible explanation. Yeah, we'll do it to get our charges back. Okay, so where am I trying to go? Is this where the blue door is? Yes, okay. So we did open the blue door while we were here. So the blue door is progression. Right, we've already been here.
This door needs to be
Okay,
unlocked
we
with
did get the silver key, so this is progression.
You unlock the door.
This is
There was
shortcut
nothing in this room
opening?
but a jumble of bricks. But here, in the past,
Okay.
you find an intact
Unlock the door to the stairwell in the past.
leading to the upper
Got it. Good. Okay, so there's the green. There's that. This is locked.
Two
Okay.
guards stand in front of this door. There are 3 other locked doors in this hallway.
So this
One
is...
is marked with a yellow crystal.
Right,
another
that's
is
locked.
marked by a green one.
Okay,
This
so
door
this is our
requires a
only way to
code.
go at the moment. Alright, Nothix. Fortunately, I took out the champion one, so the other's force damage doesn't hit very hard. Alright, because they're killed, shouldn't there be... Yeah, there it is. It's like, I know there's supposed to be a rift here somewhere. I think we're going this way, though. Yes, okay. Carnage Reaper down. Guardian Naga is the one we target so that we can shoot through these guards, making as much use of our improved precise shot as possible. Ooh, we got a chest, so that's nice. That said, I probably need to actually spend some of my remnants. Okay. Alright, so we go up here. I think there's another portal, and then we kill, like, kind of a boss thing, and there's a... Maybe? We'll find out in a second. Light Bear, more Nothix. Champ Nothix. Collectible. Okay.
A massive
We can't pull it until we do the
tiles
puzzle?
overflow in
Yeah.
this room.
Alright. This has to go that way. Oh. I wasn't looking at which side of this needed it to come in on. Okay, this will not work. We need to come at this from a different direction. That also doesn't work. Let's work backwards from here. This has to go down.
The last room lights up, and you hear a click. It must be the lever on the back wall unlocking.
I am literally one move away and I'm just like,
And the crystal lights
oh, this
up.
doesn't work. Like, well, it does in fact work. Okay, so we did that. What's in the other room from here? All right, we just came up that to get here. Or did we come up... We came up in this world to get here. So this world, we do this, we pull that, we go down. And then we see what's going on down here. So that was the yellow, I think. So we want to go back here to where the yellow door is. Door is locked. Okay. Hopefully I'm not doing the wrong backtracking. Right, this is still locked, probably. Oh, it doesn't even exist. It's blocked from the other side. This is locked? Yeah. Alright, we opened yellow. Pull out the note. Note spawns ads. Note doesn't spawn ads. It spawns a rift, which has ads on the other side. Alright. For some reason I wasn't hitting in the middle there. I guess I was just having some lag eat all my projectiles. Right, we came through here. Which direction do we go next? Not that way. That way goes nowhere. So instead we'll go this way. What is that? That's a Famine Reaper. Not a problem. Maybe about to be a problem. The Reaper slow while trying to kind of like strafe dodge force damage is was a little annoying, but you know, we made it through. We did all right. Let's see. Okay. I didn't want it to be like, haha, there was something behind there, but you should have checked it before you went through the portal.
Guarding a lever against the wall. They lunge forward as you approach.
Okay. Yep. I get that you have damage reduction. That's fine, but I have enough damage that even if you reduce it, I am not concerned.
You pull the lever marked with a green
Unlocking
crystal.
another door in the
Unlocking
hallway.
another door in the hallway.
Can I get there from here? No, I cannot. So back to the other side. We have to go back. Back to the future. Ugh. Okay, and I couldn't go anywhere else here, so we have to go through this rift. But what we did do was we pulled another lever, so there should be another one of these that had... green. Air Elemental, not great. Not a fan. Okay. That's right. Get tumbled. All right, go through here. Hi. Black Dragon Bolt? Really? Well, at least it's not the bugged version from a couple years back when they redid some spell levels and buffed them, and mobs got the buffed versions in some cases, and it's, it was nasty. Like, you couldn't do high level... You couldn't do certain cards in... what am I thinking? Invitation to Dinner? Because if you had to fight the golems, they would just, like, one-shot you with the what? They'd just, like, one-shot you with the Black Dragon Bolt. Like, it would tick for, like, 8k. Oh, another rift in time. Oh, hi there. Oh, and a Famine Reaper. Not ideal. Oh, that is ideal, though. It's like, oh no, a Famine Reaper. A Famine Reaper that decides to heal me for 300. That one I will take. And one reason I was saying oh no there was that my buffs had just worn off, so I didn't have shield up, which meant I could have taken a big set of magic missiles to the face. And we don't like taking magic missiles to the face. In fact, we don't like taking very much of anything to the face. Okay, so what did we get? We got the golden key, which we want to use on the dead side. Dead side is keys. Live side is signal crystals. I hadn't really made that connection before, but it does seem to hold true across the board.
You spot a small shining object in the shadows.
Okay. So now we go through here. Now we have the iron key, which is to the right? No? Left? No? Where do I use the iron key? Unlock the back door. Do I have to go downstairs now? See, now I've gotten turned around. And I'm like back to where I first came in. Aha! The map actually being useful. Iron key door. Can I get there from here?
You hear a soft click.
There we
as
go.
The key fits into the lock. The way to the courtyard
That
has been
is
opened.
an exceptionally helpful piece of the map. It could have told you,
Emerge into the fresh
told
air
us
of
a lot of
manicured
different
courtyard.
things.
There are two buildings on either side. But what stands
Alright, I
out
think the
is
side ones are
the
both
tower
optional.
directly ahead. The guard tells you that this tower
Okay,
is
yes.
off limits to all but those who have been invited. Flashing the High Mage's ring is enough proof to show that you're welcome inside.
Alright, my automated ads have decided to just be weird. I will
Inside
ignore
the
them for
tower,
now.
You enter a sparsely decorated stairwell.
Like, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to go off once every hour to prevent pre-rolls. But pre-rolls are now on again.
For a ritual circle. Two turn to confront you, but the third holds up her hand.
Have peace, Lord Engluth, Lady Ekorn. I sense no malevolence from them. Tell me, why have you come here?
It turns out
There we go.
that the key to the mythal was not an object.
It says, like, witness the ritual, but the ritual doesn't actually start until you talk to them again. And the visual cue is that all the fires turn on.
Stasis for all these years. All to
But yeah,
protect his
the
crown.
ads are supposed to
The power
turn
to
on once an
control
hour
the mythal.
to stop pre-rolls, but like pre-rolls just turned back on, and it says, oh, your next ad break is in 50 minutes. Like, no, that's not how that's supposed to work.
Fell apart. If what you say is true, the fate of our city hangs in the balance. We owe it a
Alright,
chance
turn him
to
back into a man in the present.
Lord Ongluth nods his head, fidgeting. The only way you could have that ring is if I gave it to you myself. There is no other explanation. Very well. I shall believe your theory. Lady Ekorn narrows her eyes. I'll accept your presence here.
Okay,
But
now we
should
just have to
you
wait
get
for this to
involved
happen.
I will not
And then we
hesitate to
go
force
fight a
you out of
dragon?
here myself. The Srinshi turns her attention to the other mages.
And I think this will be our last quest for the evening, just because it is getting late. So we're not going to make it all the way through Myth Draenor, which makes it a much, much longer quest chain than something like Giant Hold.
She turns.
It means that this is going to be like,
We have urgent work to do.
what is it?
We must create the
Yeah,
guild
over 3 hours and not even through the quest chain. Like, I'll probably be 3 quests short, as opposed to like, oh, I can run through Giant Hold in hour and a half.
Let us weave his soul into the mythos core.
With the ritual complete, Sir Ildranath can now control the mythal, sacrificing his freedom to keep the power safe through the years. He will rest in stasis in Ildranath's tomb until
Okay.
the time comes.
Return to the temple.
The city needs his help. You have returned to the present.
Alright.
To
Short-term
your
buffs go.
surprise, the Srinshi is waiting for you. She beckons you over.
Here we are once again. Despite the centuries I've spent wandering this city, I never forget a promise.
Alright, we get our Archer's Focus stacks built up real quick.
We must complete the reversal ritual now before the wind
And there we go.
follow this city whole.
The door swings open, and in walks Ildranath in bear form. He must have followed you through the
Okay.
ruins of the Mythal Consortium. The floor trembles as she shouts in ancient Elvish.
Let Mythanthor guide us once again.
Yeah,
Lead
this
to
one
the
is pretty
mythal,
bad XP.
return to
44
us
in
once
half an
more.
hour?
You and
Yeah,
Srinshi
no.
complete the reversal ritual.
Doesn't have anything
Sir
good.
Ildranath returns to
Any
his
drops?
human form. Now that Sir Ildranath has returned
Artifact
to his
bonus
original
to
form,
Fortitude
he can
save.
use his power to help defeat the Red
Not
Wizards.
ideal.
Soon they will be driven
Not
from the
ideal.
city. A large and quite unusual dragon dozes in the center of the ruined courtyard. It moves to defend its resting place the instant it senses your presence. The dragon lets out an ear-splitting roar as it meets its demise. You see that a time rift has opened behind it. A dimension door has appeared in the courtyard. You return to the temple.
So, I was looking to
Having
see if there's
completed your
anyone
mission,
I would
you can go back to
raid.
the present and onward to your goal of defeating the Red Wizards.
Since, as I said, this will be our
Step
last
into the rift and return to the ruined
dungeon for the
present.
evening.
Yet, a feeling of peace still radiates in the space, as if Labalus Enereth himself is
But
congratulating you on a job
I do not
well done.
recognize most of these
After your
persons.
adventure in the
Most of these most of these people.
Finally obtained the knowledge you
So,
sought. You have found the key to the mythal and gained his cooperation in
yeah.
the struggle to come.
I think we're just gonna call it for the night. For
For
anyone who has stuck around, thank you for doing so. And we'll see about streaming a little bit more regularly. So thanks everyone who stopped by, and